lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting.
Shit. Check. Lucky.
Hey, ram.
Tight dog. He's checking.
Ram.
Crash. Watch the edge.
Check 52.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You can't block me. Under 10.
Lefty.
10.
Hey,
From the 24, Wentz. He leaves this one for Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Great.
Let's see what you got. Check.
Now Wentz gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Go.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
There we go. Back. Waiting.
Check. Watch 54. 3 buzz.
Inside. Solid.
Check 13. Check the backer.
Hey, Buck.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, Lou.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They run with Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Don't be mad. There's more coming.
Let's 5-2.
Watch out.
Please.
Watch the twins.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Run.
Switch. 6 guys.
Running with Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
Ram. He's coming. We got double up.
On first and goal, Howard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Lefty. No.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Lion.
Alert 3. Check.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 22.
Go. Four down. He's coming.
The drive starts with C.J. Procise. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Third and long, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division. Look, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Ram.
Now Howard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here we go. Waiting.
Hey, defense.
Run.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, they run with Howard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check nickel.
5-7.
To throw, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Watch the screen. Hatch it.
Throwing is Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They run it with Carson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
19.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Mike. Here we go. 120! Oh, you got it. Great.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Lead 5-3. Full goal. Check. Hot route. Hot. Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Bunch.
Check 15.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got it complete to Darren Sproles. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
13 yards on the play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
27-yard line.
Tyson.
Check 31. Check 31. Shift.
Hey, Lou.
Shift.
Man 5-7.
Jam.
Switch up.
Here's Sproles. Jamar Taylor will be credited with a tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Here we go. 280.
54 Mike. Rip left.
This 5-7.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check 52.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Lock 49. Come on, D.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Got him in, it's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You better be afraid.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Antonio Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Run.
Check.
And the blitz does come. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Wentz now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check safety. Check 26, check 26.
Down the man inside, down the man.
On the handoff, this is Howard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Empty.
Wentz now to throw. Hurts over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. Wentz now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3. Check 13.
A give to Howard. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
To throw is Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Again, it's Howard. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go. 280.
54. It's our time. It's our time.
No.
Bang.
Lion.
You go tight. You got tight.
They'll run on first down. Howard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Check 99. Switch.
Brand.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
They go with Howard again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Slam. Watch the safety creep. Out.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Stop your body. Tight into the
Dale.
move. You got 3 down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Derek Barnett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
We got double up. Kill. Check nine.
25.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mike. All day, dog.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here we go. 180.
Crunch time, defense. Check 37.
Lefty.
Hey, check 24.
On 1st down, it's Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Sunday.
Kill.
Great 50 cents.
Whip. Watch the whip. Alert 3. Check. Fresno. He's coming. Double up.
Flank.
He's coming. Double up. Slam. Kill.
Great.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Howard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Rush in.
Lane 5-3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Wilson, he's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they